Hey friends, we are about to play a game of Cartographers, and we would love you to play along with us. So go gather your colored pencils, print off your map, pour yourself a cup of hot cocoa, and come play along with us.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and welcome back to a very special holiday play-along series that we're doing. This is not a play-through, although we will be playing through a game, but this is specifically designed for you to be able to play along with us, whether you have been wanting to try this game for a while, or this is just one of your favorites and you just want to play along with us and see if you can beat our scores. We will be doing this specifically in a way that you can very easily follow along. If you own Cartographers, great. Go get your map, get your pencils, get ready to play. If you don't, you can find everything you need down in the description. We have links to the maps that you can print off for yourself. Everything except the colored pencils. Can't print those off, but any colored pencils will do. Ideally, you'll have a green, a blue, a red, a yellow, and a purple or orange. Works a little bit better than yellow. But these are the official Cartographers pencils and they chose yellow. So we will be explaining everything as we go to walk you through this game. All of the cards that we play will be shown on the overhead camera as well as on screen graphically, so you don't have to squint to see the cards. We want this to be as easy and as natural as possible for you to play along with us. And as different cards and things come up, we will explain that as we go. So if you've never played Cartographers, we are going to be filling out our map with different types of terrain and trying to score points based on these 4 different scorecards here. The game is going to be played over 4 seasons, the same 4 seasons we all live through: spring, summer, fall, and winter, with each season getting shorter. And each round we will be scoring different cards. So we have our 4 cards that we're going to score right here. We have A, B, C, and D, and we are going to score 2 cards per round. So it will be round 1, A and B, round 2, B and C, round 3, C and D, and round 4, A and D. And each round we will show the specific cards that we're going to be scoring that round so that you can follow along and know exactly what you're going for. And then in between rounds, we'll remind you what's coming up. Again, we want to make this as easy as possible for you to follow along. So during the game, we're going to be flipping over the cards in the Explore deck, and the cards show a shape and a type of terrain. You are going to pick the type of terrain. Now, this is why you need colored pencils. So in this, we have the homestead, which can be either a village or a field, and you're going to do this little Tetris T shape there. You can draw that anywhere on your map. You can rotate it, you can mirror it, you can flip it. However you want, as long as it is that shape in any orientation, and you pick the color that you want it to be. Again, the color is the type of terrain. We're going to flip over those until the season ends, and the season ends based on this number right here.
I think it's 7? No,
and the number at the top of the season. So spring is 8, I believe summer is 8, fall is 7, and winter is 6.
Yeah.
Yes. So once these numbers add up to or above 8, we're going to end the season. We're going to score that season and then move on to the next season. So what are we trying to score? First, we have the Canal Lake. You are going to earn 1 reputation star, and that's just points. Reputation stars are the points. You're going to earn 1 point for each water space next to at least 1 farm space, and vice versa. 1 point for each farm space next to a water space. We're going to be doing the Broken Road, which is 3 points for each full diagonal line that touches both the left and bottom side of the map. Sentinel Wood is going to be 1 star for each forest space, which is green, adjacent to the edge of the map. So any edge space that it's touching, you're going to score 1 star for that. And then Shield Gate, you're going to earn 2 reputation stars for each village space in the second largest cluster of village spaces.
You got to pay attention to that.
Yeah, if you only have 1 big old cluster of village spaces, you score that many points. That's a 0.
It's a goose egg.
Yeah, which hurts. Which hurts when you only get 1 village space that comes out.
Typically, you only miss that 1 time in a game, though, because then you're like, oh no, and you're sure that you pay attention next time.
No, we also do have monster cards that are going to come up that look like this. They're the purple ones. Now, there is currently 1 monster card in that deck. If it comes up, it gets removed from the game, but at the end of each season, we add another monster card. So there is the potential that we don't get a monster card in the first round. Second round, sometimes third round, and then you get all 4 in the 4th round, and they just destroy you. Yes. So, and we'll go through scoring monster cards as that comes up. But I think we're just gonna jump right in.
Yeah. Now, are we gonna play like the solo play where we're gonna add our own monsters, or are you and I gonna add each other's monsters?
We will. No. when you're playing with multiple people, what you can do, typically if you're playing with a group, what you would do is a monster comes up and you pass your map and they draw it on the map. We are going to play the solo rules, where it tells you what corner to start in and you go around until you can fit that shape on your map. You are not allowed to rotate monsters.
Right.
And it tells you which way to go. So with this one, with the Bugbear Assault, we would start in the top right corner of the map and go clockwise until we could fit that.
Now, a lot of times in that winter round, sometimes you won't have room for a monster.
No.
And that's good.
Yes, that is good.
Because then you don't have to have one.
If you ever don't have space to put any shape, which again is not going to happen in the beginning, but if you ever don't have a space, then you pick, yes, it's a Riftland, you pick one square of any terrain type and you put it on your map wherever you want. So even if a monster comes up, if you can't fit it, you get basically a bonus free space, which is really, really, really helpful.
Now, I like to be creative and artistic in my map making, but there are some people that go way over and beyond. Like, they'll like sketch it out and then go back later and make it just gorgeous. Yes. You're one of those. Even if you're not, we would love to see your maps at the end of the game. So we'll have a link below where you can connect with our community. It's our Play the Game community on Facebook. Please post your maps and your scores. First of all, see if you can beat ours, because we're not. We love this
pretty
game.
Good. We're pretty good.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Sometimes
we play this game.
We play this game, but sometimes we have bad decisions.
Yes.
But anyways, we want to see your maps and how creative. And then, like, if you have a big group, I'd love to see just everyone holding your maps and like just join the community. I'd love to join the conversation. I really want to see your maps. Even if they're like just drawing a square, I want to see them.
And we want to give a big thanks to Thunderworks Games for sponsoring this play along. When we came up with this idea to do this play along series, we reached out to a few publishers. They were one of the first ones because we love this game and they were happy to partner with us. And we are so thankful for that. And if you want to pick up your own Cartographers game, if you don't have the game yet or you want to pick up any map packs or anything like that, there's a limited number of coupons available to get 20% off. Use the coupon code PlayTheGame2022. We'll leave that in the description. We'll leave a link to the store there. But again, there's a limited number available, so be sure to go check that out pretty quick. And now we're going to get back to the game.
All right, so we went ahead and already did the homestead. So we want that to be our first one, or should we shuffle them in?
No, we can start with the homestead. Okay. So again, we flip over the top card. As Allison said, we've already done the homestead. So you have this T shape that you can draw, and it can be red or yellow. The red is the village space. The yellow is the field. So on the canal lake, we're going to be scoring for field spaces next to water and water next to field space. So typically when you have those two, you score at least 2 points. But the reason it divides it up is you could have 2 waters next to a field, so this is going to be 1 point for the field and 2 points for those 2 waters.
I'm going to go ahead and put my name on here.
Just so we know who's who.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll go ahead and put mine.
Also, since we are looking at our map, you'll notice that there are 5 mountain areas. Those mountain areas, if you fill in the squares on all of these 4 adjacent sides, not the diagonal, you get to color in that coin. That coin, then you get to fill in down here, and that will add you points at the end of each round.
Yes. So in coins, they pile up. So if you score 1 coin in the first round, that's going to score you a point every single round. So you want to get coins when you can, and sometimes coins come from the expiration deck. We'll tell you when that happens.
Right. So another thing you'll notice on your map is these little tiles here that have like broken columns.
Yes.
Those are ruins, and that will come up. We'll have a card that said the next card that is drawn needs to be drawn on a ruin. If you don't have any of those available, then you draw 1 rift tile somewhere else. We'll remind you when that comes up, but that's what you see when you're looking at your map.
Yep. And everything in this game, when it talks about adjacency, is orthogonally. No diagonal, sideways. It's all sideways. Yes. Cartographers was the first time that we heard the word orthogonal. And they just threw it out there like we would know what that is. Orthogonal just means next to, not diagonal, left, right, up, down. So we are going to get started. So you have your T shape.
I think I am going to go with the farmland first because we're going to be scoring it. And we score it twice, so I'll get benefit at the end. And this doesn't start scoring until the 3rd round.
Yes.
But I don't want to forget about those ones. So let's see. Now I'll get really creative, and we've got a lot of artists in our family, so we've got color pencils galore. So we'll bring out like all the colors and get really detailed. At least Peyton and I will. Yeah. So with mine, I've already got 2 sides of that mountain range.
Yeah, I'm going for the diagonal. Remember, we have...
That's true, yeah. And I'd have to start down here. I probably should have thought of that.
Again, we're scoring the canal lake, so that's the field next to water, water next to field, and the broken road, which is diagonal spaces. So I've already scored 1. Just having 1 in the bottom left spot scores you another 1.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. We've got the Great River, and that's 1. So this one we have 3. One. That is a good one.
So with the Great River, you have a choice. You can draw this little 3 square thing, and you can get a coin, which when you get a coin, again, you just cross 1 off here, or you can draw the full shape and not get a coin. It is up to you. I prefer to do the big shapes early in the game, especially when we have these that have to fill stuff. Again, we are at 3 points. We're playing to 8 for the summer, or for the spring. Again, we're scoring A and B, so keep up with those. You want those diagonals.
I'm not going to get that diagonal one.
I'm already rocking the diagonal.
I know. I totally missed that. All right. Whew.
We have the hinterland stream.
And I'm going to... I'll get 1 point for my diagonal down here.
So this is an L shape, and again, you have the choice to draw either of those, not both.
Yeah. You can do yours. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the next one over.
Hold on.
I've already flipped it over for those fast colors. Farmlands.
Okay, so farmland. So again, we have, if you draw the little bitty 2 squares, you can get a coin. If you draw the T or the cross, you don't get a coin, but you fill up more spaces.
I'm going to do just the little 2.
I think I am
to try to get more of the broken road.
And once you've drawn the space, it doesn't really matter if there are distinct squares between. So like right here, I have a big chunk of fields. It doesn't matter that those came from different cards. Once they're filled in, they're filled in. There's not card specific, so.
So since I did just do the 2, I think you did 2. Yep. We get a coin. So I go down here on my map, and you've got this right here, this row of coins. So I'm just going to mark off. I just color it in, so I know I've got 1 coin. Okay. All right, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So if this one's a 2,
end it.
No,
I have 1 more at least.
Ooh, we haven't gotten a monster.
So we have the Forgotten Forest.
Coin.
So again, this little diagonal square shape, or the Tetris Z shape.
Now remember, these forests, if you have them next to the edge of the map, and when we're scoring C, we're not doing that this round, but that's what you're looking at. So I think I'm gonna go with the bigger one, just so I have more chance of getting more next to it, and then I'll fill this up.
And just a note with the, what are these called? The ruins?
The ruins,
Yeah, when a ruin space comes up, if yours are already uncovered or are already fully covered up, you treat it like a riftland. So if you're supposed to draw something on a ruined space and you can't put anything there, if you don't have one available, then it's 1 square of any terrain type. Okay.
Now we are quite competitive, so when we're this close, I'm like, don't look at my stuff. Don't do what I'm doing.
I prefer my map making skills. Yeah, I'm rocking this broken road.
Speaking of which,
Outpost. So this next one, no matter where you want to put it,
here.
It has to go on an outpost ruins space, which is one of these. I have 4 spaces. There's 6 total. I've covered up 2 already.
Oh, you have? Wow, I only have covered up 1.
So the next card is a Riftland.
That makes it easy.
So this has one of any type. It has to go on an outpost space.
Oh, and that stinks because I could put it there and get more of that broken road, but I can't. And that was 0. So we
still have, so make sure
we have 1
2,
left?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we have 1 left unless it's another Riftlands.
Nope. And we had no monsters in that.
No monsters.
No monsters.
Okay, so we have a forest.
That's an orchard.
It's an orchard. I say it's a forest or a field space.
Trees or a field. Why did you do that?
I don't know. That was
Why did you not turn it the other way?
That was a bad choice. No, not that. The wrist pencil was a bad choice.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. You have some red, but mine's very cool colors over here. That's the end of spring. So we're already done with the first round.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to all these, and we're going to shuffle this in plus another monster.
Plus another monster card.
So I'm going to shuffle these in.
We now have 2 monsters in the deck.
I'll switch us over to summer.
Yeah.
So we are now going to, but first we have to score. That's kind of important since we score each round.
It is. So here,
I'll
stay with spring, just to not confuse.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you're done shuffling, we will score everything. So we are going to score Canal Lake. So you score 1 point for each field next to water, water next to field. And again, you'll see at the bottom of your map, you have space A, space B, a coin space, and a monster space. So we're not putting anything in the monster space. So we're just A, B, and coins.
So I've got, now, if this touches 2 waters, but it only scores as 1 for that. So I'm going to do my
field.
Yeah. So I'm going to do my field first. So I've got this one's touching water, this one is touching water here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, because those are both. So 5, and then this one, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep. Again, only orthogonal, no diagonal. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And for B, I have 1.
B is Broken Road.
Yeah. So I have 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. So I have 5 lines times 3 is 15.
You do that.
And mountains do count as part of that. So if your mountain is in that, it counts as part of your unbroken terrain. So I have 1 coin. So I have 10 plus 15 is 25, 26. That is a really good first round score.
I had 28, and we didn't have any monsters.
Nope.
You did add your coin? Okay, good.
I added my coin.
Be sure you add those coins.
Yep.
All right. Wow, that was a really good first round.
It was. So we are going to go on to summer. I'm just going to put.
I think it was because of how many cards we had. That was a lot. Okay, so now we're scoring Broken Road and Centennial Woods. So these are the ones we're scoring, but still pay attention to Shieldgate and the Canal Lake is coming up again at the very last round.
Yes, this will be on the last round that we do Canal Lake. Okay,
we start with another orchard. All right, where should I put that one? Oh, I love this L shape. I'm actually going to finish covering up this mountain. Okay, since I finished surrounding this mountain, I went ahead and colored that coin in just to show that I did score it already down here, and I colored this one in, so now I have 2 coins.
All right, so we're gonna flip over the next card.
Another outpost
So again,
ruin.
this has to go on one of your outpost ruin spaces, as long as hopefully you still have some available.
Ooh, it's a homestead.
We got some village spaces.
You can do village or farmlands if you want to do farmlands, and you got this lovely little T. This is the card we started with at the beginning of the game. But I am glad I have some red on my
it's
map
nice.
now.
Yeah, that's the worst when you actually like don't get what you need to even score a card. Or especially like on the round 4 card when you don't get what you need until the last round and you can't build up to it.
I was just talking artistically. I'm glad I have more color.
Oh, I was talking
Like,
strategically.
the only reason I really like the monsters because it adds purple, which is a really pretty color on my map.
I
You
just,
gonna do it?
I just care about winning. Okay, so we have the fishing village.
Ooh, that's another
Now
village.
remember, your scoring on Shieldgate is for your second largest, so don't
Now these
stack
are
it up.
both 4.
Yep.
So if I do another 4, I still wouldn't get any because they'd be the same size.
It's the second largest cluster of villages. I believe that is in the frequently asked question. That has been answered. That you have to have a.
It has to
if
be
they're
more?
the same size, they don't score. It is your second largest.
Okay.
So luckily, I put my Riftland over here. So I.
Yeah, that was smart. That was
Yeah.
smart. That was a good job. We ready?
Yep. So we're playing to 8. So if this is a 2, then it's a short
Oh,
round.
wow. It's not.
It's not. It's only a 1.
Farmland. Ooh, it's another coin one. Okay, so this will have to be the last one unless it's 0.
It's a Riftland.
Wow, it's a Riftland. Yay, I get to score my shield gate. And it's so that's not a outpost or not an outpost, the ruins. Now I get to score because this one's bigger.
Oh, you're doing for that.
Yeah, I'm thinking ahead.
I had suggestions, but I'll let you win or lose on your own merit.
Got another one.
Okay, Treetop Village.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So strategically, I now want to make this smaller one bigger than that one. Or do I want to do
Yeah, I'm
Sentinel
gonna
Wood?
do the same thing. It's like,
Yeah.
wait. All right, that's the end. You got 2, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
All right, you want to go ahead and score?
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and score things. So we are scoring.
No monsters.
No
There's
monsters.
gonna
It's
be 3
gonna be
monsters.
terrible.
Oh my gosh.
They're in there. They're just not out yet. Okay, so we have the broken road. So again, it's 3 for each diagonal. So I have 1, 2, 3.
I still just have 5.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so I have 21 for B, and for C, so for the Sentinel Wood, it's 1 point for each forest space next to the edge of the maps. So I have 12 for that. And 2 coins and no monsters.
That's going to be scary.
So I have 33, 35.
Wow.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause you had 20. Wow.
I did. I had a lot of. I really like when.
You're doing really well.
I really like when Broken Road is like in space D. I hate when it's in A, but I like when it's in D because
you have
then
enough time.
And you can really, really work it up and get a big like.
I'm gonna stick another monster in there.
Some of these, like, don't care if things are together. They're not for I really don't like the ones that don't require clusters because I like having the full, like, complete, all the spaces filled in. I hate the cauldrons. I'm sorry. That's the one that requires the open spots. Like, for you to have single, it's so.
Those are really, it's like, it feels like your map's not complete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonder how that didn't come up in this game that we're playing.
All right, so just to fall.
I only play the cauldrons when I'm playing on the app, and I can't change it. So we are playing fall now. We're playing to 7 instead of 8, and we have the Sentinel Woods and Shield Gate, so we are now scoring 2 points for every village space in your second largest cluster of village spaces. And Sentinel Wood again, 1, I'll be to that in a second, 1 point for every forest space touching the edge of the map, and we have a goblin attack.
And it's in this empty space that I have.
So we are going to start, you can see right here, the goblin attack starts in the bottom right corner, and you're going to go counterclockwise until you can fit it in. So for me, that is going to be these 3 spaces. And at the end of the round, you are going to get -1 point for every open space next to a goblin space. So you're going to want to fill in those spaces next to the goblin space.
And if you're like me, who hasn't had anything drawn in that lower right-hand corner, it just fits right in there. But the map's looking prettier because it's got purple on it. Actually, Peyton will stick in an empty spot. Mm-hmm. He'll usually, when we have a riff land, he'll stick a monster just to make his map pretty. Yeah, because you don't get it. It doesn't hurt you.
They only hurt you if there's an open space next to you. So on my map right here, if we were to score right now, I would lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for this.
How? I would too.
It doesn't score like double, so even though this one is open next to this one and this one, it's still only one. It's 1 point for every open space next to the whole monster cluster, so you don't double up on spaces. So you're going to want to fill in around that. If you didn't get it's really satisfying when it comes to like right in here and it just auto fills and it just.
Okay, can you refill my coffee if this is another monster? Want to refill my coffee? Oh, it's not.
Thought you might know something that I didn't know, and we're just wanting to refill on your coffee.
Orchard! Okay. So we are still scoring this, so I do want to do some more forests. It's the last time we're scoring the forests.
Yep.
I should have done that. Dang it, Allison.
Did you not put it right next to your monster?
I think I'm going to erase.
Okay, you can.
Yeah, because I can, because we've got the Cartographers eraser, which erases the colored pencils. That's what I'm saying. Get the pencils that you can erase, because mistakes happen like that. All right. Next one.
Yep.
Hello. inlet. That's nice.
Can build out those second largest spaces. Oh.
Yeah.
Be careful not to connect them though, because
yeah. Oh, you put yours really close together.
Yeah, I almost put mine there to cover up the mountain.
No,
that would have been terrible.
Oh, if only we had the broken road again.
Okay, so this one I'm gonna go for a coin because I don't really. All I need to do is make this one bigger in order to score the bigger one. So. Please don't be a monster.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, the Hinterland Stream. Again, there's a big L.
Well,
and remember, we are coming back. Next round, we will be scoring Canal Lake again, so. Next Forgotten Forest. So this is not the last one, so we're gonna have at least one more after this.
I'm gonna stick that in nice right here. Okay, no. Is that it?
No, that's 6.
Oh!
So we're, so that was just 6.
I thought that was our last one.
7. Nope, Treetop Village.
That works. Cool beans.
Okay.
I think, hold on one.
Villages are getting close, but they are not touching.
I can't believe you did them that close.
Like 2 little kids in the back seat of the car.
Not touching you.
Not touching you.
Not touching you. See, my brother tried to do that when we were kids, and I was like, whatever, you're not touching me. But if he did touch me,
ooh boy.
Pretend all you want.
Just don't touch you.
Just don't touch me.
Okay.
And a big urge.
So that is. Oh, I heard that. I also felt it because that was my chair that your elbow just hit. Okay, so we have.
I'm gonna have to recover. You just score.
Yeah, we're gonna score while she recovers. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play to 7. That is the end of this round. So we're going to score Sentinel Wood. So 1 point for every forest space next to the edge of the map. And then Shield Gate, which is 2 points for each village space in your second largest cluster. So
we got monsters this time, though.
So I have 15 for C. And 14 for D. I have 3 coins. And then again, monsters are -1 point for each open space next to a monster square. So for me, that's -1, -2, -3. So that just offsets my coins. So I scored 29 this round.
All right, so we ready to go into the last round.
So now we are into winter.
And this last monster.
Yep, so winter is the shortest season. It
where'd
plays
that one
till
go?
6.
Oh no.
So we have 3 monsters last season, shortest season, so hopefully they stay away.
We're starting with farmland.
And we are back to this round. We are scoring Shield Gate and Canal Lake, so we are back to scoring for farmland and water next to each other. So for this, we can do 2 or 2 with a coin or the T with no coin. Okay.
Ooh, because we are
Fishing village. So we have a 4 square line, either village spaces or water.
Now, because I know we have so many monsters in there, I'm trying to fill in random spaces.
Trying to make it where it can't fit.
Yes. But I also have to be careful with this. I don't want to have my villages connect.
Okay, so we have the Great River, water.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
We are over halfway done with this already. We haven't had any monsters. So we know we're not going to get all 3. No, that's not true. Because
Still could. They could be stacked up. Why would you say that, Allison?
Knock on all the wood.
Okay, so that's it. 4. Okay, so this is the last card of the game.
Oh my gosh!
So we only had 1 monster.
Y'all, we lucked out.
Yeah, we did. So this is either a forest or a water.
I'm kind of disappointed because I was really good and prepared. Okay.
So we really only score for water.
Yeah, I'm going to stick mine right there, I think.
Okay.
And
so
we only
that
had
is-
1 riffling? Or 1,
No, we had 2.
2 riffling, but did we only have... No, we had more than 1 of the ruins.
Yeah, the ruins. So.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the end of the game. It is time to score the final round. So first we score Shield Gate, which is, again, 2 points for each space in your second largest cluster of village spaces.
I think I have 10 in my second. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I do too. I thought I was going to beat you in that.
20.
Darn it.
And then the Canal Lake.
Yeah, so remember,
again.
Canal Lake is 1 point for each farm next to a water,
Yeah.
and 1 point for each water next to a farm. So
Oh, good.
I think you beat me. So I had
No,
43
you didn't.
that round.
Oh, I haven't.
That's 7 coins. Okay, so now you add up your total score from each round, and that is your final score. So
I always write it along the side because I don't math well in my head.
okay, so I had a 133.
I had 149.
Nice, that is a great
That
score.
was.
Yes, so you won.
I did.
Good game.
Thank you. My hands are clammy.
That's
it's warm
okay.
in here because it's Arkansas in the winter.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
It's
wearing
like
these
65 outside.
I'm wearing fleece pajamas.
because it's Christmas.
I know.
Yes. So 133, 149. We would love to know how you did. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what your total score was. And
Take
again,
a picture of your map.
yeah, take a picture of your map. Go to our Facebook page. It's Facebook. It's Play the Game HQ.
Community. It's the community group.
Go to the community page. Leave a comment. We'll put a post on both pages on our like page.
Okay.
And then on the community page, leave a comment with a photo of your map. We'd love to see how you did. Thank you so much for playing along with us. We have more of these playthroughs coming out over the whole 2-week holiday kind of break. So yeah, we would love to play more games with you. Come back, check back. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to check out our other videos. We have in this same studio, we shoot a bunch of playthrough stuff. It's a lot of fun. Lots of cameras, faster paced than this one, but we kept this one a little more relaxed so you could play along with us and not constantly be having to start and stop and pause.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's everything.
Yeah. I hope you guys
Thank
are having a great holiday.
Yeah.
And
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.